All right, good morning, good morning. It is Monday. Coach Johnson here, Coach Daryl Johnson. I'm here to talk about some more of my mistakes. Isn't that fun? So, if you are watching this live, please do me a favor and write live in the comments. And I'm giving away a second book this week, my second favorite entrepreneurial book. So, leave a number between 1 and 100. And on Friday, whoever is closest will win that book for free. I'll send it right to your house. So, today we're going to talk about some more marketing stuff, because marketing is the lifeblood of a business, and marketing really just means getting your message out. It doesn't necessarily mean advertising. It doesn't necessarily mean paid ads. It means your way, the different avenues of getting your message out so people understand about your product or service. So people think marketing equals advertising. It doesn't. Today specifically, I'm going to talk about some of the ways you can really make your mistakes if you don't do a little research on the method of delivery. Let's get into that. So it's day 6 of 15 of my biggest entrepreneurial mistakes. Entrepreneurial, there's way too many syllables in that word for me. So if you haven't figured it out by now, I speak really fast, and sometimes I stumble over my words and stutter sometimes. So I'm gonna make an effort to try to speak a little slower on these videos. If you're used to hearing me talk, you probably get everything I say. If you're not used to hearing me talk, I'm sure you think I am just a 60 mile an hour, bumble of words. Let's move on. So, when you are looking at doing marketing, specifically direct marketing, so that means that you're getting something directly in the hands or the eyeballs of a paying customer, not like a billboard, but literally an item. And I'm going to talk a bit today about my experiences with these kind of things. Well, I guess a billboard might work too. But so back in the early days of my entrepreneurial career, the internet, as I mentioned before, the internet was really in its infancy, and people didn't really use it for marketing. At that point, the internet in the late 90s was pretty much just for information. Like, you put up a website, and it's like, hey, yeah, here's who we are, here's what we do. Our office is located at XYZ. Here's our phone number. It very much was like a yellow page ad, digital. In fact, that's how most businesses saw it. Is like a yellow page. Now, if you guys are really young, if you don't know what yellow pages are, it was a big book. Well, yellow white pages. It was a big book that had a directory for the phone numbers of businesses, and the white pages was for people. And everybody got one. And there's competing businesses, like there was a couple different companies that made them, and they wanted you to pay to have your ad in the yellow pages, so that people could find you. And they would literally look through the book. Oh, I need an exterminator. So they would look through the book to E, find exterminators. ABC exterminator, Joe's exterminator. Valley West, whatever it was. So people initially used. It was basically yellow pages, flyers, direct direct mailing, and then there was yellow pages. So the internet came along. People just thought, oh, this is cool, a digital yellow pages, and that's how people saw it. Way before Facebook ads and Instagram ads and all that kind of stuff came out. So what I often did is our main form of advertising for my business, my martial arts academy, was we would do flyers. And we would do flyers. We'd go out in the parking lot, put them on the cars. Sometimes we do door hangers and put them on people's doors. Really invasive, annoying things like that. And that was just kind of normal for the way it worked. And if you were lucky, you would get maybe 0.5% return. So if I gave out 1,000 flyers, and I got 4 or 5 people that contacted me, that was considered pretty good. And the downside was that you had to pay for the flyers out of pocket, not knowing if they're going to work. And then also people will get annoyed. I'm sure you come out to your car after shopping and found flyers on your windshield or in your door frame. It's annoying. The other option we had back then was you could do direct mailers. Like, they had the Penny Savers, and they had, you could do a direct. So Penny Saver was a collection of businesses that got together, and they all paid to get in a packet. So you got like a coupon packet, and you would get in your mailbox, you open up, and you have chiropractors and ophthalmologists and grocery stores, and they'd have ads in there for you. You could be in a pack of that, or the gold standard was you actually would contract a company to print like color postcard type things, and they would mail directly to people's houses with just your ad. So it'd be a card, not an envelope, and it would have your ad on it. Free week, free month for $20, buy one get one free, whatever your promotion was, and it would go right to people's houses, and that was very expensive relative to the other ways I just mentioned, but it worked better. Because obviously, if they're looking at your ad, they're interested in the picture, et cetera, et cetera. So my point on this video is it's very easy when you're in entrepreneurial space to get suckered into crappy marketing methods. And I have done things like the back of the receipts on grocery stores and placemat ads in local restaurants. And I'm not saying they don't ever work. I'm just saying I would really suggest strongly that you kind of look around and see what the return on the investment is. Talk to other businesses that do these things and go, hey, how much traffic do you get from this ad on the placemat of the local restaurant? I don't know if they still do that nowadays, but it was a thing. Or do you ever, these more obscure marketing methods really often don't pay out at all. And the old school flyers, if you put out 1,000 flyers for your business, and let's say you're a local business, you're not an online business, if you put out 1,000 flyers, you're probably going to get some response. You're probably going to get a lot of complaints too. Now, especially nowadays, people just don't market this way, and people don't expect as much to receive hard copy advertisements. When I say the world has gone digital, what I mean is there's really the emphasis is now on digital marketing, digital advertising. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I'm sure there's lots of other platforms out there, but really that's how people do their shopping. And if they're going to be searching for you, though, like let's say you have an exterminator business, they want exterminators local to Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, Kansas, or Oklahoma? I think it's Kansas. Sorry, if you live there, I apologize. And so they'll look Google exterminators. Actually, what they'll probably do is exterminators near me on Google, the #1 search engine in the world. That's how they're going to find you. It's probably not. It's certainly not going to be Yellow Pages, where someone drags this dusty book out that they've been using to basically put underneath, potted plants so it doesn't leak on the good furniture. They might, talk to their friends, but honestly, they're going to Google search you. Now, this isn't important. I want you to think about this for a minute. So, the second largest search engine in the world is YouTube. Okay, so if people are looking for information, or they're looking for products, or they're looking for services, #1 is Google. #2 is YouTube. So I would also strongly recommend that you develop for your business a YouTube platform. It doesn't have to be crazy, and people don't expect high production values, although it's cool. You could literally, let's say you are an exterminator, you could do a weekly video and go, hey, this is Jeff at ABC Exterminators, and I'm gonna give you a couple tips on how to keep termites out of your house. And you shoot a 5-minute video and upload it. And now maybe it doesn't get any clicks, you may not be able to monetize it, make money with it, but now you're gonna have a resource that people can search and find. And if they're in the Wichita, Kansas area, and they want to know exterminators, and they go, oh, well, ABC Exterminators right down the street from me, and they have 5 ways to keep termites out of my house, or whatever it is. I'm not an expert in extermination, but I'm just using an example. So, but make sure you do the research. Really look into what's going to give you the best bang for the buck, and it changes all the time. So, 10 years ago, Facebook ads were monumentally successful, or monumentally successful. If you ran Facebook ads, you would almost certainly get great results. Well, people caught on, big businesses caught on, big businesses with big budgets caught on, and now your ads are lost in the sea of everything else, just like the Yellow Pages were. Again, just for a historical reference, back in the day, the Yellow Pages, you could get like a line, like ABC Exterminator, and here's our number, for basically for free. If you wanted like an actual ad, they had quarter page and eighth page, and those were way more expensive, and they had a monthly recurring fee, regardless of whether or not you got return or not. The cool thing about digital marketing and advertising is if it's not working, you can usually just turn it off, or, hey, this is working great, let me double down on this. So the marketing, all the tools for running a business in today's age are far superior than what we had 20, 25 years ago. And that's good if you're starting a business, and that's good for running a business. It's not good if you're still living back in the 90s. If you think, my business is fine, we're doing fine, our marketing is fine. I'm telling you guys, you need to research, find out what's working, what kind of marketing is great for your industry. The thing is, it doesn't necessarily translate everywhere. So your demographic, your people in your area may respond differently, but there's going to be some trends you can follow. So don't get caught up in putting out placemat ads or doing backs of register tape. That might work. It never worked for us, and it doesn't work for most businesses I know, but maybe your business it'll work exactly right. So research it. So I want to tell you some of the goofs I've made. I've put a lot of money in some stupid advertising marketing because sales rep comes in and goes, oh, we have 6,000 eyeballs a week seeing this ad, and you're gonna make $1,000 a week. Blah blah blah. Okay, maybe, probably not. Anyway, I mean, sales rep job is to sell sales. That's what they're sell ad space. So I hope that you find that useful, guys. Again, this is live video. If you're watching it live, write live in the comments. If you are watching a replay, write replay. But either way, leave a number between 1 and 100. I'm going to be giving out my second favorite entrepreneurial book this Friday. I gave out my first favorite last Friday, Michael Casey. Good job. And I will look for you guys in the next episode. So I want you to just think for a minute about which marketing modality is going to be the best for you. You know, again, flyers, direct mail, digital, Facebook, Instagram. Maybe it's a booth at a street fair. Hard to say. Hard to say. I'll give I have some opinions, but I know my area very well, but your area might be a little different. So if you guys reach out, you can find me here. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. My website will be done this week, so you can reach out to me directly. But thanks for listening and tuning in. I hope you found some value. Leave a comment about what your favorite marketing is, if you have one, or what you found maybe most successful in your industry. All right, Coach Johnson out. I'll talk to you guys soon.